all the time too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got white folks in.
Ashes to ashes.
Hello and welcome to Death Do Us Part, the podcast, where we explore everything related to death, funerals, and stories that connect us all. I'm your host, Mike Hamlar from Roanoke, Virginia. I'm just sitting there thinking about what these folks were saying a few minutes ago. Made me laugh.
I started hearing doubles.
We here.
Look at that. Oh, deep throat. Oh.
Great minds think alike.
It's not good for
Mike, answer this for me. Answer this for me. How many times you get hit in the head playing football?
A lot.
Because I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out. He don't remember nothing. Where is the video that was supposed to play before the intro?
Which video?
Oh, it was a video. We just got through talking about the video.
They said they were going to save it. But look, I wrote a song about it. Like, here it go.
DMX had 13 kids by 9 different women, and he didn't have a will. There's 2 things to take away from that story. When he said X going to give it to you, he wasn't joking. And if you feel like you're having a bad day at the office or you have a job that just seems insurmountable, just remember there was a poor judge somewhere that had to sort through that whole mess when he passed away. Hope y'all have a good week at work. Y'all take it easy.
Hot mess.
So we're giving y'all food for thought.
Yes.
Even though our show doesn't pertain to that particular thing, however, this gives you heads up on what to go fix. Fix your mess, okay? Fix your mess.
Quick, fast.
For those of you that have multiple children, fix your mess. That should be the name
different
of that.
baby mamas.
Because when we first came on, it was called "Get Your Shit Together."
Yeah.
This time it's going to be "Fix Your Mess."
And I was on Facebook.
Classy now. We're classy.
I was on Facebook. I was on Facebook listening earlier, and an attorney up here in Texas. I don't know what part she's in. She has a commercial, and she says that if you don't have your will, the state of Texas will make one for you, and you may not like what they do or what's on it. So you may want to go ahead and do it for you. And of course, we can do it for you here at the law firm. Pretty much an advertisement, but she said some real stuff though. If you don't want it to go left, then you better go and do what's right and get it done. So yeah.
Yep.
You don't got no will to get to it.
What's up, Keisha? What's up, Battle?
Yo, what's up? Well, guess what?
Welcome
We're here. Season 2. We are here. Season 2.
Mason is here.
Keisha girl.
Oh, thank you, Keisha. Thank you. I'm too cheap to go to the hairdresser. So I took it and I washed it and I used one of those big old things that you can roll your hair on.
Yo, Battle, my boy.
Yeah, no, it's called heatless curlers. So you put it on. It's like it's about this long, and you put it on your head
all the way through,
and you roll your hair all the way up, and it has little scrunchy things on the head. And then I put a bonnet on, and here's what we got.
Hey, y'all.
Oh,
okay.
I'm just trying to figure out why you think that you sexy anyway, because you don't put these damn curls in your head.
I never wear my hair down. Y'all never see me with my hair down.
We're going to go ahead. We're going to do our introductions. We didn't do our introductions. All right, Tess, what you got?
What's Tiffany the princess? I got to stay consistent. Consistency is key. So, hey, everybody. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us. I have had a poopy day today.
It's empty.
But coming to see you guys makes me happy. And so I ate some crabs too, and that made me happier. So
you gotta hold up one of them crab legs.
That's for after hours.
One of them empty crab legs.
Look, she gonna finish the rest of it after hours, she said.
Hey y'all, and she bougie. She be eating blue crab. Them some big ass crabs she be eating.
Know your crabs.
Give you
Blue crabs are the whole ones, sir. I'm eating
Those are
crab
Alaskan
legs.
snow crabs.
Alaskan
Yes.
snow crabs.
Or the
All right.
Dungenese.
Charmaine Brown, the mother.
Bougie.
What up, Miles?
Hey,
Miles.
Everybody said hi, Miles.
Look,
Miles,
Hey, y'all.
Miles
hurry up and
Miles
get
sneaking
across
by
the
like he ain't supposed to be there.
he was walking real slow, like a little roach that you ain't supposed to see.
had the coat on. Like. All right, the mother's in the house. What's going on in Baltimore?
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm very excited. I'm always excited. My face don't be looking like it sometimes, but I'm very excited. Like, it's a lot going on over here, and I'm trying to get things together. I'm legally high. So, if you get a real goof out of me, just understand I'm legally high. So welcome in. I'm not going to turn into a princess. I'll just be the little dainty one today.
The little mother that could.
A little mother that could.
That's because you over there going through withdrawal because you ain't at home with your man.
All right, so next we're going to go to
then we talk about Jamal Bryant not responding. I'm not responding. Some you just don't say. Some you don't respond to. Next, Warren. Hey, good evening, Warren.
I thought I
Hello. It's Adrian. Adrian is next.
Y'all they do the short fella so bad. Anyway, y'all, welcome from Texas, y'all. We are back. Season 2, episode 2, and we are loving it. We appreciate y'all for coming back with us. Y'all continue to share, continue to go to our YouTube page and subscribe, please, because tonight is After Hour Tuesday, y'all, and we only go after hours on our YouTube channel.
Today's
and
Monday.
You guys do not want Monday, damn it, but y'all don't want to miss it. See, this is what they do to me, but it's all good. Welcome
you
to
said
Texas.
the wrong day, not us.
I was drinking an elixir.
Okay.
Hey, Baton Rouge.
What's up, dude?
What up, fellas?
So I'm going to give my introductions on behalf of me and the deacon. We're gonna. The deacon could not be with us on tonight, but he says, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being on.
What we talking about tonight?
Thank y'all so much for coming on. What we talking about?
What we talking about?
Raven?
Hey, Mr. J, how you doing?
Deacon at the Good Baptist Convention.
Yeah, he's serving tonight. The deacon's serving.
Woo!
Where they at? St. Louis? Where they at?
Anyway, welcome everybody. It's Monday night, and we made it out the chat. We made it out the chat.
That's right, Rose. Rose, we don't have to censor ourselves tonight, Rose. The deacon not here.
Listen, let me tell you something. Wendal is my brother, and I call him James Cleveland because he about the closest thing to James Cleveland. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? y'all doing all right? I got chest pains all over my body.
Y'all leave my brother alone. My brother been in the gym. If y'all, let me tell you something. If y'all was in our text chat, if y'all would see the pictures that Wendal sends us every morning to let us know he's in the gym. Oh my God.
Wendal's doing
He working out. He be working out.
Congrats to him and Mike for going in and maybe Adrian sometimes. So
I go 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm. Good job for all of y'all.
I'm gonna do better.
Girl, that's a lot of motivation for me.
Serious.
I go 3 times a week.
Well, you can only go 3 times a week because the other 4 days they put the rat traps out.
Y'all are crazy. All right, that's a good segue. Hey, guess what?
What Charmaine said.
Disclaimer at the bottom: the views of this podcast are those only of the individuals, not any firms, corporations, or anybody else. It's just us. So, yeah, you can take that to the bank
and cash it.
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
You can always catch us on tilldeathdous.com. So go out. You can catch previous episodes. You keep current events, all kind of things that we got going on there. So check that out as well.
Get ready for the t-shirts and the cups, baby.
They coming.
Merchandise is coming.
The merch is coming.
Merch.
But in order for you to watch us tonight on After Hours, I'm telling y'all, you do not want to miss it. It's going to be one for the ages tonight. Tiffany's eating crabs live on After Hours. It's going to be crazy. So go subscribe to the channel only on YouTube.
Yep. She got her tonsils took out.
Adults only. No kids. Because y'all are terrible.
Tiffany, all right. The new word is going to be Jamal Bryant. That means you.
Everybody know what Jamal Bryant means.
Like
now friends.
Jamal.
So we do have sponsorship opportunities. We showed y'all last week what that looked like. $25 a spot. So if you want to do an advertisement with your company, your firm, you can send us $25 and we'll get that put up. You can do a video, you can do an infomercial, you can do a script, we can read it for you. You know, let us know. So we got all kinds of sponsorship opportunities for you.
Yes.
All right. Now we're gonna move right into Mother's Moments. Y'all ready for it?
We're in a new year.
We're ready.
Am I gonna get a new dress? No.
You got to give us a new dress. You got to give us. We got
to put her in one of those Kim Sierra dresses.
Oh, y'all can put me in Jamal's wife dress.
Oh,
there you go. We're gonna have to find a good picture.
We would never.
Before we do Mother's Moments, we do have a special guest. Y'all know who the special guest is?
Better be Jesus.
No, it better not be.
It's the deacon. He made it.
Hey, everybody.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
Everybody. Oh yes.
He hasn't disappointed. Yeah,
so the deacon made it in. So we're glad you're able to join us for a little while. We know you're busy.
I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm glad to be on.
I'm glad to be here.
So glad I'm here.
We are complete. We are one. I don't know the rest of the words.
We don't know. That's all I know.
All right. So now we're going into Mother's Moments. And today's title, just so you know, is going to be talking about cash advances and why we have to pay them.
Or don't have to pay them.
There you go. All right, Mother's Moments. What you got, Charmaine?
So if y'all haven't figured out by now, I'm a sports fan. I'm not a fan addict. I'm a fan because I pick and choose the games that I want to watch. I pick and choose when I watch them and stuff like that. However, I want to welcome everybody to the losing couch with the Ravens. This weekend's games have been depressing, and hopefully these Pittsburgh Squealers are going to
watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Should I say that Pittsburgh Squealers go down in tonight's game? So I would like to welcome everyone else to the losing bench with the Ravens. At least we weren't on there as soon as the Cowboys, though.
You don't need to worry about that. We still America's favorite team.
Okay.
For suicide.
All of y'all are delusional, but that's okay.
No.
But I just, want to pinpoint that piece, the NFL. I also want to give shout outs to the Indiana Hoosiers football. Let me tell you about this college football. This weekend has been one hell of a football weekend. First of all, I coach, so that's a little known Black history fact. I coach girls flag football here in Baltimore City. Last year was the first year that they put the program in Baltimore City high schools, and this is our second year. Last year, my team went to the city championship, and this year we went to the regionals, but then actually we went to the semifinals. And then when we were going for the states, of course, those young ladies who are bigger and brawnier than us, who've been playing since they've been 8, kind of, tore things down. So it kind of prevented us from going a little further, which is okay because we have a great amount of girls. We're not losing too many as far as seniors. And we went in the season with 32 girls, young ladies. So we will have a new season, not including the new folks, is going to come out real strong. So I say that to say I get very passionate about the game of football, regardless if it's boys and girls. But Indiana played the other day to where they should not have lost that game at all. You come into a game 14-0, your record 14-0, you should not have lost nothing. It would have been very suicidal of people it would have been a point where people would really have killed themselves if Indiana didn't win the other day. Miami did put up a good game, but it was expected for Miami to win that game. So now next week we have Miami and Indiana playing. I don't know if I'm gonna be on because I think that's a Monday. I think I'm gonna really have to do like Warren did last week and watch double screens when that game comes on.
That's a big game. That's about a $30 million game for each team.
Mm-hmm. And allegedly they still on that meeting right now.
From last week, right?
That is
Allegedly.
From last week. So, luckily and prayerfully, we don't have any major deaths, no deaths so far this year. So that's nothing to report. But anyone that have lost loved ones over the holiday, we pray your strength because that's tough losing loved ones during that holiday season. And knowing that you have to,
we want to lift up one of our faithful watchers. She's always on here watching this. That's Miss Faye Pride. She lost her brother. His funeral's going to be Saturday. And she's on tonight.
Miss Pride, we praying for you, darling.
I'm so
praying
sorry.
for you, Miss Faye. We love you, darling. Praying for you.
Yes.
Prayers for you. But thanks for pointing that out, Wendal. We appreciate that. But that's all I had was the thing of sports and the grieving of pro football. That's the only grief I have for the time.
Well, the pro football was good for some teams.
Yeah, but it was pretty good.
It wasn't good for us.
Not for y'all. It was actually good football this weekend. The last month of football has been really good. College and pro. Been some really good games, good tight games.
Yeah, so, who's TK Carter?
Yeah, TK Carter from The Wire.
Yeah, that's right. He passed away.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
No, that's not TK Carter.
No,
he went on
The Wire. That was the guy that was like, she. Yeah. But he died like right before New Year's. I think it was.
Look at Warren's face.
Oh my.
He
was like,
hey, Miss Roslyn.
Hi, Miss Roslyn.
Hey, what's up, Travis?
Travis, what up, my boy?
That's another Travis.
Oh, y'all.
Yep. All right. So now we're gonna segue into Baby's Day Out.
I promise you, when I get some time, I'm making some new graphics.
But until then, we're gonna enjoy
like you sniffing farts.
We will enjoy this one.
But you know what? I have literally had to catch myself making that face all day today. All day today, I've been sitting at my computer. I was like, it's like
you ever been around Warren, his face tells it all. His face tells it.
Oh my God. I had a service on Saturday and it was a lot going on. It was a bigger service. And I realized, you know how there's a point at the end of the service, we're getting ready to do committal or benediction. We're getting ready to move. And whoever's on the mic is doing too much. So one of my attendants literally was looking at me from on the other side of the casket. He said, "You were staring at the man on the microphone like this."
And you probably were. And it's a live stream. Can we go watch the live stream? Is it?
And I believe it.
You were, and hopefully he didn't see that. And if he did, he should.
I know he did.
That it was time.
I know he did. I know he did. And I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta work on my face." But in other news, so news out of Portland, Oregon. A mother had to unfortunately unbury her son. Disinterment.
Okay,
I forgot the word. Yeah, she had to disinter her son.
Exhume.
She had to exhume her son because the grave had been double purchased.
What?
That's crazy. That's a little deep.
So
they double
the grave.
So the cemetery.
Double
cemetery messed up.
The cemetery messed up.
They buried one on top of the other.
Well,
it was just already somebody else's plot.
It was somebody else's plot. They buried him in it. So they had to exhume him and move him to another place in the cemetery.
And they got paid for it.
The cemetery
So
paid
you know that's a whole pain and suffering type deal. You know,
what state was this again? Oregon.
This is in Oregon.
Oregon. Okay.
So
this
it wasn't
is in
us.
Oregon. Y'all know.
There's not nobody in Oregon.
No,
I don't think.
Don't sleep on us not being there.
No,
it's not many of us.
People in Oregon.
No.
We are praying. Y'all know that the United States is going through right now.
Yes.
If you are outside of the United States and you are like, you know what, I want to get to the United States, do not pass go.
Do not
collect $200. Don't collect 200 pesos. Don't collect 200 yen. Nothing. Stay where you at.
Clear it up. Don't pass go if you don't pass the paper brown test, the paper bag test. If you don't pass the paper bag test, don't pass go.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Please don't. We're praying for the family of Renee Good out in Minneapolis. Keith Porter. You know what happens when a white person dies or when somebody dies, it becomes this comparison of, well, where were y'all when such and such, or why did y'all do this? And I was like, listen, the fact that it's over 1,000 people in the streets of Minneapolis right now, that means we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
We just gonna keep on moving forward. But take care of your neighbors. ICE is out here. It's crazy. Somebody put on my page today, they were like, well, why isn't ICE arresting any white immigrants? And I'm like, it's because,
that's not the way MAGA works.
That's not the way that works. So,
but I have a question for those of you that follow that. I have a question. Do they not have a picture, like when the feds and the FBI
very traumatizing
out, they have pictures of the individuals that they supposed to be seeking? Do they not have pictures of people? Or they just pulling up whoever the hell they feel like it?
They pulling up whoever they feel like.
They out here, they identifying immigrants like they were identifying people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They just out here.
Yeah, papers are not.
And they're telling people they have to have a warrant to come in your house. It has to be signed by a judge to come in your house.
And they're not doing that.
If it's not a signed warrant, or you don't have to let them in your house.
And no judge is signing nothing right now.
No judge is signing anything right now.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they're not abiding by those rules. Because you see videos of people. Thank God for cell phones now. You see videos of people recording everybody.
It can help us and it can hurt us, but this time it helped us.
It's helping us
for sure.
It's helping us. And this is my last thing.
That's why they're fraudulent.
Yeah,
to hide your face.
Morris Brown College. The board of trustees at Morris Brown College in Atlanta, Georgia, has chosen to terminate the contract of their president. This young brother,
didn't they just
KK
get them
Psi,
back?
Kappa Alpha Psi, he has 3 more years on his contract. He took the membership of Morris Brown College from 20 people to over 550 students at a liberal arts college in the heart of Atlanta, and they chose to let him go.
For what? Like, what do they have on him? Like, what are they claiming?
He released a letter today stating that he does not know the reason, but he has something. He said it states something to do with political reasons, but the board of trustees has let him go, and he plans to pursue legal action to get the rest of his compensation from his contract, which I support him doing because he has 3 more years left of his contract.
Yeah.
And he's brought that school. They're accredited. They haven't been accredited in over 20 years.
There's a lot.
They just reopened in the past 3 years. They just reopened.
You can't give me a good explanation as to why you're letting me go, then we're gonna seek compensation.
Hey, but guess what? It don't matter because you can let me go for buying Krispy Kreme on your time, but you finna give me all 3 years of that contract. You hear it?
Yeah.
All 3.
But that's if it states that in the contract.
Yeah,
because Maryland is an at-will state, so I can go in the office and tell all the amendments happens to get out and have no reason because I feel like
no. Let me tell you something. Yes, we do have a lot of at-will states,
Virginia,
but most of those at-will states, it doesn't talk about being contracted. That contract is a two-way street. That's a two-way street. If you sign a contract with me that I'm supposed to work for 6 years, and you say, you know what, we just don't like the way that this is going, that's fine. But you now in breach of contract. That is a monetary asset on my part.
Battle. Text me what you're saying about that. The second AME district to get rid of their presidents.
Yep.
So is that
it has a lot to do with the AME church. Yeah. But they do have some AME bishops on their board of trustees.
Yeah, so
it's commingled.
That when you don't have a bishop in front of you, ex battle.
They commingled in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
but that guy really brought that school back. Like he really brought that school back.
I just wonder what's the backstory to it.
It's always a backstory, but we're gonna get to our cash advances because we got 30 minutes left.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we good with the
You're not about to shut me down, Hamlar.
We got to get to the topic.
You wanted to shut the man last week down.
This story is brought to you by the AME bishops. Now, shut stuff down.
We're about to fall out.
There you go.
There you go.
You're halfway there.
Lean with it, rock with it.
I'm calling Jamal Bryant.
Oh no.
Got on speed dial.
Code word.
What you didn't know was I bought the dress.
Right.
I bought the dress.
And I like
it's dress. My dress. I like the dress.
No.
Y'all didn't see what's up under the dress to get in the dress.
All right, moving on.
and just so y'all know, the dress was flesh toned.
Well, we're gonna talk about that because they need to just put that to sleep in the after hours.
Look, y'all gotta come back to after hours.
We'll save that.
We'll finish all
we'll
this
save that.
later. But listen, the topic today is talking about cash advances and why do we pay them,
or why do we not?
Right?
Pay them.
So, for those who don't know, cash advances should be on every contract that you sign for a funeral home, for a pre-need contract, or anything. That's always on. That's one of the requirements for that from the FTC.
Yes.
So we want to show you just a sample. Everybody's different. Don't think this is what it has to look like.
Explain that title though. Because when we say cash advances, a lot of people
think it's cash that they got to pay up front. However, it is sort of cash that you're paying up front.
But it is.
Historically, that's where it came from, because those are not funeral home charges; those are other people's charges, typically.
Right.
And with that, you would have to pay those up front
in advance.
Right, because we need that money now to pay them, because that's not ours. Warren, that's a good point. We definitely need to explain what that means. So those are not funeral home charges. Typically, those are other people's charges. That's what I always like to tell our families.
And show the thing.
This is just a sample of non-guaranteed cash advances.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So again, these are not guaranteed. This is a pre-need contract, but it looks the same for at need. So typically, what you may see on there is grave opening and closing.
Not
obituary notices.
Not.
So
death certificates.
Certified copies of death certificates. Flowers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Honorarium for the clergy.
Never.
That's one that that's a whole topic we can talk about in itself.
Yes.
If you have an organist or a pianist, vocalist, police escort, sometimes you might have.
You got to take
crematory, right? Now,
you got all
crematory
kinds of
fees. Crematory fees, if you have your own crematory, you can kind of circumvent that as a cash advance, but
it depends on how you do it. Because the way I have mine set up, my crematory is separate from the funeral home. So my crematory is Commonwealth Crematory. It's not named after the funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
So if we ever cremate
most funeral homes, crematories are named something different.
Yeah. So if we cremate for other ones, you don't want your funeral home name on another funeral home. That's just not how we do business.
Mm-hmm.
So
basically, who wants to start off on these cash advances? Because this is important.
So basically, what we're saying, cash advances are things that we pay on behalf of the family, as a good service of faith to the individuals. So that would be anybody at your church, your sexton, your musician, the preacher. Let's talk about it. Is it the funeral home's responsibility to pay?
It is not.
To pay the
Tiffany said that fast.
It is done as a courtesy. So every funeral home has its own governing policies. So let's talk about the funeral homes that think that the family should take care of that out themselves. Let's start with that.
Okay.
I don't think that it's something.
Come on, Tiff.
I don't think that it's something that it really depends on the family. Like if you know that it is a cash family, that's one thing. It's just like, all right, that's extra money changing hands. You know, hey, if it's a family that you know they paying everything out of that insurance policy, all right, that's fine. That's up to that funeral home. Are you willing to wait on the funds and carry that burden during that time frame until that ship come in, as the old folks used to say?
So do you want to say that again? Carry the burden. Most families don't realize, when we have been paid yet, we still have to pay. And if you don't pay us, then well, guess what? We still have to pay.
All right.
We still have to pay.
That's why certain things don't go on my contract. So
well, Warren said something,
but I don't understand how you get around that, because
if they got insurance, if insurance is covering this funeral service,
available to pay it, and it's
we have been working to try to make it possible that cemeteries will accept funeral assignments as well. Yeah. That will keep you as the funeral home from having to add that amount on your bill. Let the cemetery take their own contract out for their opening and closing and their fees. Because let me say this, I cannot tell you enough.
That's a big one.
How many times I get tired of people coming and sitting in my face telling me how expensive my funeral bill is. Well, maybe if you take off that $5,000 that you about to pay the cemetery, then our bill wouldn't be so expensive. So
well, and
understand that these funeral bills, when you think these funeral homes are expensive, they're not necessarily that expensive. We are doing you a favor by adding these cemetery fees onto the bill so that you don't have to worry about an additional cost.
Well,
tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Especially when the funeral home ain't making nothing extra on the cemetery.
I'm gonna speak on making nothing extra, but let me tell you, at the top of my general price list, it says cemetery is family's responsibility. That way, and here's why my dad did that. Years ago, we had a small church-like cemetery, and the funeral homes used to put the cemetery on the bill. So something happened at the cemetery, and what happened? The family sued who? The funeral home. Yeah. So if it's on your contract, you're liable for what's on your contract. So like Tiffany said, make it to where the cemetery have to do their own assignment. However, we have locations in two different geographical areas. One is in a suburban area. However, they do have conglomerate cemeteries, and they have up on their wall, they don't take insurance, so you got to pay cash. Boom, get your own money. Then we have a lot of church cemeteries in that same particular area where they're not taking that. So we tell the family, look, this is the cash money that you're going to have to pay to the cemetery. Now, we will sell a vault because that's merchandise, but we won't do opening and closing because I'm not going to be responsible for what happens at that grave at all.
There are some cemeteries here that if it's on our bill, when the family gets the deed, they mail the deed to the funeral home because we were the ones that wrote the check to the cemetery for the space.
But if something happens, you're responsible. And that's what has happened here. The funeral homes have been sued because they try to help the families, knowing that there's not that much cash that they have in their pocket. So they take it out of the insurance, being nice. But then when something happened, you suing a funeral home for something that's not your, not your problem.
But I want you to look at the comment that my mom put down there. It's different when you in a rural area. Like most of our burials are in church cemeteries. Mm-hmm. They're not doing assignments. So, those are the overall is what do you do when a family is working primarily on an insurance?
With insurance.
Policy? Yeah. It's the individual's discretion. Yeah. But I'll ask them, I'll tell them, try to come up with your money first for the cemetery. Everything else I can put on the bill.
Well, you talk about cemetery. It's not the only thing. You look at flowers.
Programs.
programs of flowers alone can be $2,000.
Right.
Because you want an 8-page book. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We don't get involved in the obituaries. We outsource it to a print company. So that doesn't even go on our bill at all.
So you're looking at ministers, musicians, custodians. You're looking at money that can equal up to $1,500 to $2,000. And if you look at it as part of your funeral bill, and that's not our money, we're paying that money out. So when people, we just have to be very careful when we say, "Oh, that funeral was expensive." That was not expensive as much. So you had other things to take care of, like your church fees. And, and let's talk about now. If you ain't a member of a church, that church is going to charge you some money to have a burial. I mean, they're going to charge. I mean, so those are things that the funeral home is.
Those are cash advances.
Cash advances. So they've already paid out $4,000.
Shut up.
You talking to me?
No, he ain't talking.
No.
I muted him. I had him muted.
But Adrian made a point that, the funeral home's not making money off of them. Let me tell you how some funeral homes are making money off of it, and they can get away with it. When you are providing other people's services, just like merchandise, transparently, merchandise, the FTC say that we can mark up merchandise up to 4%. Sometimes some people don't have it, but you can mark it up 4 times. So if we're paying $100 for that casket, we can mark it up times 4, and we're selling it to you for $400, right? So some people will use that other people's cash advances like that, like the programs. They'll mark the programs up because the funeral home is going out their way to get that service done for you. Or death certificates. I've heard here now our death certificates can be $15 for the first one and $12 for each additional. But I've heard other funeral homes
just $21.
Charging the families $25 for the first one and $12 for each additional. And they doing that because that first one includes walking fees, administrative fees. So you can have the first one with a higher administrative fees, and then you still charge the family the $12 a piece. This is what other folks are doing. I can't see how they market up anybody else's anything. Whatever somebody charges me on the outside, and if I know the family or I know that they're strapped and they only working with that policy, then I only charge the family what the individuals charge me. I will even get an invoice from that company. Like we have an in-house printer, which is my sister-in-law. I'll still get an invoice from her, and that's what I charge. We have a florist that we are connected with that gives us packages that are not available to the average person that walk into their flower shop. I will charge them only what the florist charges. Now, my dad gives me grief on it because he's like, you can mark that up. A cash advance, I don't feel the need of marking it up because number one,
it's not
charge
yours.
you 4% to use your insurance to get your money within a certain time frame. I'm not taking my money, my $3,000, and paying it up front. We're not moving this stuff until I know your insurance is guaranteed to pay out to me, and my third-party company charges me 4%. So I'm charging you that same 4% to get my money right away.
Yeah, but
let me tell you this. But you're not gaining any. You're not gaining any. But this is the thing, though. The moment that you get audited on that markup, and they find that you've been marking up all these items and listing it on your cash advances, and they go back and they hit you for the penalties of the sales tax that you did not pay because you marked it up and you ain't paid no sales tax on it, it's just not even worth it.
Right.
Miss Mason asked a question: is a death certificate legit if you get it copied? No. I mean, it depends. All right, so here's the thing about death certificates. So death certificates. I guess we need to kind of explain that. And death certificates are a cash advance item, but death certificates, when you hear people say certified copies, they are certified copies of the original certificate that is sent over through the state on state paper with an official seal. That's what makes it a certified copy. If you're trying to make a photocopy of that certified copy, 9 times out of 10 for business purposes, you're not going to be able to use it. But some things you may be able to have a certified copy and they'll take it and it's not going to be a problem. But that's that's what you meant.
Some Social Security offices will, if you have to go into the office here, Some Social Security officers will tell you bring in the original, and they make a photocopy of the original and will stamp original. Some banks will tell you bring the original in, and they make a photocopy of it or scan it over to their home office and mark that it was the original. So it just depends on who you're dealing with that need it. Some people still need the actual physical feeling of the seal or the actual legal paper. Everybody don't have the raised seal. Some of them have that legal state paper that have the state seal and watermark going up. So it depends on your state and it depends on what you're trying to close out.
But just on the relative of business though, the majority of the insurances and the majority of the banks, you're gonna need an original and not a copy, a printed copy. You're gonna need the original.
There's some now. No, yes or no. It depends on the company now. Because some of them, if you go through third party, they'll just say send us a picture over. A picture of the death certificate.
That's why I said the majority.
But then you have it's two insurance companies that don't do death certificates at all. It's a phone call.
Yeah, it's up to 10,000. Up to 10,000. Now, if you have over 10,000, you're gonna need a certified copy.
Right. So,
but death certificates are cash advanced items, people.
Right. Right. And then when I saw luncheon on there, on his sample, I saw luncheon. Let's talk about food.
Oh no, I ain't that.
That's because he got an event center.
No. Mike doesn't have repass halls. So I will put on my cash advances the price of my facility only. I am not going to be responsible for anybody's stomachs because one, we don't have a full kitchen. And I don't want to be responsible for somebody coming in and bringing food and then you don't like the caterers that I need. There are some places here who they have event halls like Mike does, and you have to use their caterer. The food is disgusting. I said it. The food is disgusting. And I've been there for other events other than repasses. The food is disgusting. So going to other people's stuff have put me in a position of I don't want to be responsible for nobody else's stomachs, but I'm not going to pay them either. That's who you want. You pay them, and I'll provide the facility to you. So how we work, William Brown Funeral Home rents Brown's Experience Hall. So when William Brown Funeral Home put it on the cash advances, William Brown Funeral Home is paying Brown's Experience Hall that check for the use of the facility.
Yeah. So
we do the same thing. And we actually provide catering, the whole nine, setup, everything. But since it's mine, I just watch, switching over here. So I put food and stuff on ours too.
Yeah, we'll take care.
But again, it's a cash advance item. We're doing this as I'm gonna make it real easy for people to understand what cash advances are. Cash advances are items that help make your life a little easier
in advance.
That's what the cash advances do. Cash advances are helping the family to make their life a little easier.
Right.
That's it.
It is.
It's no benefit to us. It doesn't benefit us. We don't gain anything out of it. We are helping you.
Now, your organist and minister, as far as we're concerned, if we provide the organist and minister for you, I put that on there. But if you go get your own half-tail minister with a paper...
Hey, stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead.
With the paper towel around their neck, you got to pay that fool to come in and yabba dabba ding dong. I'm not paying for them.
So let's talk about.
So you only pay preachers,
I only pay preachers that I have to get. If the family don't have a preacher at all, and they ask me to get them, I'll pay the preachers that I get.
You got some paper towel preachers that I know.
So this is the thing. I would love to say, you know what, I'm not going to touch cash advances. I would like to just.
But that's not the reality where we at. You're right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're dealing with groups of people who are banking on the policy that they have. Outside of the policy, they looking at you like we don't know how we're gonna get this money, and you hopefully that they can manage to scrounge.
That's kind of like what
I just got a text message I wasn't expecting.
It's like when you don't have certain things on your contract, or you don't get involved with certain cash advances. Like, are we not minimizing? Or to a certain degree, even jeopardizing like business, or as far as how we dealing with our families? Is that not running families away because they can't, pretty much get what they need to get done at one place?
So no, it depends on the family. And like some people know that they have to pay for certain stuff. Majority of people know that they have to pay for certain stuff, but it's a convenience, and it softens the heart when you can provide everything that they need. But you have to be careful when you're fronting people's money. Like I'm to the point, I don't even want to schedule funerals until I get confirmation that there's insurance.
Well, I don't schedule funerals until I know that I have my money.
We'll schedule funerals. But some of these insurance companies have put families into a pickle. If I know it's cash, I'm giving you the time. Like, look, you owe me. You got to give me my money 72 hours prior to your services or your viewing. That will stop your services. But insurance, you see everything in the insurance. You call the insurance company, and they tell you the money is there. It's like as soon as you send off the paperwork, now everything changes with these insurance companies. So I'm to the point, I don't even want to, even though I go through a third party company now, I don't even want to schedule no funerals until that third party company send me my money. Because the insurance companies have reneged.
So wait, Miss Sharon asked a question. Here's my answer to that question, Miss Sharon. If the family has their own preacher, then the family pays the preacher. Right. It has nothing to do with what our set amount might be. The set amount that we are offering is if we have to contract out someone. But if the family has someone, then whatever they decide to give that person is on them.
All right, so let me interject this part.
In mind you, what we're talking about tonight, and we say this all the time, it's like a marriage. We'll work in my house, we're not working your house. So what we're talking about tonight won't work in everybody's funeral home. We're just talking about what we talk about.
Right. So let me share this with y'all. So hold on one second. So in our area, there are certain preachers. If we call them, family calls them, it doesn't matter. They have the expectation of a certain amount of money. So sometimes we put that on our contract. And when we meet with the family, we tell the family, even if it's at a church, it's a member, hey, if you're using this church and this is your pastor, they expect X amount of dollars to be paid. Now we offer them, we can add it as a cash advance because there's nothing better than giving a pastor a check from me. That it's the family's money. We're just conveniently giving it to him the day of the service and making it nice and easy. So like Wendal just said,
I don't want him to think that I'm gonna feed him every week.
Well, and we make it very clear this is from the family. It's been on our contract. But I know our ministers' conference in this area, that's been a major conversation, is getting paid for doing funerals because so many do not. And I don't know what their contracts are.
These ministers and churches need to understand they can't come swollen up to my door 3 days before the funeral expecting to get their money. They need to wait until I show up to the church.
James Stoney said the musicians and ministers need to understand their pay prior to that.
Talk like Tiffany. Don't you get up here on that heathen conversation. Get here saying like no heathen. I want my money before I preach the service. Before we turn to John 14:1, I would like my check.
So what's the average of y'all paying? Like our ministers are charging 200. 200 to 250.
200 for minister, 200 for musician.
150.
Now some
here.
Some ministers have told me
it depends on the area. It just depends on the area.
That's if I have to contract out a minister or musician. We'll pay 200.
But this is what you get, Wendal. That's what's in my contract. That is the cost that is in my contract. On my price list. Yeah. On my price list, that is what I'm going up to. So 200. If the honorarium, like James Tony said, is $350, right? All right. Well, I'm writing a check for $150. So his honorarium is $350.
He don't play a whole lot of funerals. $350.
He need to come. Y'all need to come with the extra $250 because I'm only writing a check for $150.
Well, Mr. James, I hate to tell you, but I won't be calling you if you ever in the Philadelphia area. I can't afford to pay $350.
You come to he don't even praise dance while he's singing at the funeral.
Hey, you come to Dallas, you ain't gonna get no $350 either. I don't know where that came from. Good God Almighty.
Hey, so some of them.
Ask him how
that's
busy
a whole
he
other
be.
conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
Listen, he is the master of ceremony. He reading the Old and the New Testament. He doing the song before the eulogy.
All from the organ. All sitting at the organ.
350. God damn.
No, indeed.
But hold on. Let's talk about this for a few more minutes. So let's
busy.
think. If you have a pastor that is traveling from out of town, they have to travel. They have to get a hotel.
That ain't my problem.
Not my monkey, not my show.
So
if you agree
that the family needs. So hold on, y'all. These are things the family needs to understand. Because at the end of the day, the relationships that we have with our pastors. I mean, the pastors have a lot of weight.
Yes.
At the end of the day, let's just be real honest.
But not that.
Well, yeah,
but not that type of weight. Not that type of weight. I'm not paying you $500. That's the family.
Well, first of all,
the family, but the families don't understand.
You keep on saying, well, you're not, but really the families, we're just paying on behalf of. So you're not paying.
Most families don't even realize it. They don't even know that they need
nobody
to pay
else's creature to come in. Only the ones that
my morality and my business and my general price list. First of all, if you are a preacher that the family has requested.
So you include cash advances on your general price list?
Yeah.
And for you to come in and request that the family pay you $500, I mean, you better preach heaven down.
Right.
I want that body gyrating in that casket. I want them to raise to the top of the on their way to heaven.
On your contract is like on your contract in the cash advances. And it's the FTC contract through Peachtree. It'll have death certificates, or clergy, musician, cemetery, and then you can write in whatever else you want to charge.
Oh yeah, we don't get ours from Peachtree.
It's on there that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And even with your pre-needs,
Mr. James, I'm so sad to tell you that the embalmer that is at our facility will not let anyone else in his morgue. So
there go Mr. Jonathan. Welcome back.
No one can come in the morgue.
What up, Jonathan?
Yay, welcome back.
No,
he wasn't on last
Jonathan,
week.
welcome back, buddy.
He wasn't on last week. Welcome
back.
But
I have said this, and my mom can attest to this. She on here too. Some of these cash advance items have gotten outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason for a cemetery to be charging $1,500 and $2,000 if you have no perpetual care.
Oh, that's first of all,
okay.
There's not a cemetery. There's not a cemetery in Philly that's under 2,000. Every cemetery that's here is anywhere between 3,500 to about $6,000.
If you're charging over $150 to play, I need you to be able to play in more than one key.
I need you to come on time.
Wait a minute.
Be on time.
I need you to come in the
hold up. Y'all can get up off the musicians.
And I need you to
transposing.
Jeans and some boots
play for your
and
own
a baseball cap.
Can you play for your own family?
I can play. I can play one song, Bluetooth.
Okay. Well, you
get exactly. I know how to put the speakers on.
Get up off the musicians.
Bluetooth.
I need these musicians to be on time. I need them to come when the wake start. I need you to play during the wake.
Yes. If I gotta give you that kind of money, you need to be there playing the entire viewing. You need to be there playing the entire viewing. I had a musician once get mad at me because he had asked, could I give him cash this particular day? And I said, fine. Instead of me writing a check, I was like, fine. But he didn't show up until a half hour till after the funeral started.
Mm-mm.
So I politely told my employer, do not give him that entire
Shout out to my brother Jimmy Higgins out of Chicago. What up, man?
You can give him half of that.
Right.
He had the nerve to have an attitude with me.
And he late.
I said, you're late.
Right.
I paid you to make sure that you were there at the beginning. That's what the family expected. You're late. I can't give you all of this money.
Absolutely.
I just can't.
Hell no.
Rightfully so.
So let me say this, being devil's advocate for all of us sitting on this podcast today. We get mad when people don't value our services that we provide and don't want to pay us what we are due. Musicians, preachers, all these other folks, they have a skill that most of us cannot do. And guess what?
That's true.
We need to pay them. Because this is why a lot of your churches can't find a musician because they don't want to pay.
Come on, I'm gonna put you in the
Well, that's
kid
why
app,
you give
Mike.
it to
Go
the
ahead.
family.
I'm just saying.
Put you in the kid app, Mike.
I am just saying that we sit here on this podcast and we talk about people not valuing us, but then we need to value other people too.
You got it.
Now, on the cash advance, I do agree. A lot of these things do not need to be there.
Jimmy crazy.
But let's think about that.
But you're right.
But let's talk about it though. If the funeral home show up late with the body, the family gonna ask for what? A discount.
Their money back.
If the limo cut off on the way to the church, the family gonna ask for what? A discount and talk about you.
And
if they get to the cemetery and the grave ain't dug, they gonna talk about you.
You see what my boy Jimmy said?
A discount.
My boy Jimmy said when his musician late, he make his musicians chase him down before he pay.
Like that show is late. There are some preachers that are here in Philly. These preachers will remain nameless.
Y'all
but there are some preachers.
Because I'm here with all of them.
But let me say this:
there are some preachers.
I'm here with all of them this week. So
it's
they
just
know
like
their
the
skill
damn
set.
Baptist musicians to be late.
These preachers know their ish.
Just make sure they in their room.
So they think that they're higher than what they are, and they show up 1 minute before the service starts and got you sitting there wondering what the heck is going on. Like, nah, that's not cool.
Warren said, make sure they're not passing out keys.
Oh my God.
So Tiffany, will you start a service without the minister there? Would you start? I mean, at your facility. If you're at your facility,
okay, we're gonna get off the preachers and the musicians.
Get up
off us, man. Yeah,
listen, we'll take this.
Y'all wait to after hours. It's gonna be real after hours.
Listen, preachers are ego tripping. D.D. Watson said it best. Sometimes they do.
Hey, Didi, they be ego tripping out of Virginia. They be acting up out of Virginia. Them musicians don't know how to act.
All right.
They don't know how to act in Philly either.
We didn't have preachers show up.
This is going to after hours.
You're gonna be playing YouTube for your feelings.
We didn't have preachers show up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this gives you heads up. If you know that there's some things that need to be paid out, please put that money to the side so you can pay it out. And especially if you are 100% insurance, please put some money to the side because you never know what the funeral homes are going to cover or not. So it's best to have a separate little kitty for like $2,500 to $3,000, depending if you're a member of a church or not. That makes a big difference.
And some churches here are charging their members. So
shit, some churches, all of them up here, the minimum church that I have a personal relationship with, I still gotta pay $750 when I call him to rent his church.
But not rent the church.
No, we're talking about
non-members.
We're talking about for members. For people who are members of the church, they're charging you.
They're starting to charge for burial.
Because they ain't paying no.
Yeah. Look, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up because we got after hours at 9:10. But I just got another special guest come in. We gotta let this end. I gotta get this in.
Oh Lord.
So wrote a song about it. Like to see.
I already know what it is. I already know.
This is our new mother's moments. Charmaine had a photo shoot, and we just had to share it. Thank you, Charmaine.
Come on here, 92,000 party.
That was Sinead.
As long as y'all ain't find none of them Freaknik videos.
Wow.
Thank God that there was no such thing as cameras and social media.
Wait, one more time for the people in the back.
For the people in the back.
Hey, on the cool.
Look, even got a little tattoo on the leg. What's that say?
You look like Tanya Scales' daughter on that picture.
Oh shit.
Your legs have never been that skinny, Charmaine.
And they ain't that skinny right now either.
You know what? At this time, we about to close it out.
They still ain't that damn skinny.
Before we do after hours in 10 minutes on YouTube only, make sure y'all check us out. Thanks for the conversation today.
Till Death Do Us Part the number 6.
Hey, we
only on YouTube.